The conversation continues. Since Super Bowl performance, Kendrick's been on a rise. Now he's trending #1 in the world. So let's check it out. Now, lots of fans around the world are reacting to him. He's all over TikTok. He's all over Facebook, IG. No matter where you go, there's either a meme or people doing TikToks to his, well, what I could see as a speech, as a, well, yeah, a protest. No, I wouldn't even say it's a protest. It's more of speaking to his people and reminding the country that we didn't forget. We didn't forget. So let's check this out. Welcome back to the channel, by the way. If it's your first time here and you want to support the channel, hit the like button. I appreciate it. Like and subscribe, share. I appreciate that too. But we here for this.
We all watched the same Super Bowl show, but we all did not get the same interpretation. Because what do you mean that you thought that was a terrible show? You thought Kendrick Lamar did a terrible show? You clearly don't know that Kendrick Lamar is the Black Panther of rap, okay?
We never really hear about Kendrick Lamar's wife, right? She minds her business.
That's facts. A lot of people don't realize what Kendrick Pen is. Like, he's a poet. You know, he's not no dummy. He's very smart and methodical in what he chooses to do.
Does her thing. But if her husband is this level of petty, I want to know where she's at on the petty scale. Because one of two things is happening. Either she is like the sweetest person in the world and like she's there to like balance out his petty, or and hear me out, she takes that mess to a whole new level, and that is why we never hear about her. Because any man that brings out not one but two of Drake's exes, because remember, of course he dated Serena, but he also dated SZA, right? I want to know what that conversation was with his wife when he was like, "Hey babe, this is what I'm about to do." Was she like, "Bet," or was she like, "Babe, you've done enough"? Like,
that's funny, right? Because, hey, at some point we all got to think that, because, but you know what? When you poke a bear and the bear was sleeping because he was hibernating, and you woke it up and the bear just keeps going until you're done, whose fault is that? Whose fault is that? That is what we're dealing with. So I know a couple of you are now new to the K-Dot beef, but my old head's on here. Do you think Kendrick is being petty? Is this being petty at all? Because I just look at it as all get back. It's a great get back. That wasn't the name of the song, but anyway, let's get back to it.
I want to know.
Kendrick had the worst halftime performance of all time when he said.
This is Fox News reacting to Kendrick Lamar's Super Bowl halftime performance when he said 40. Okay, let's check this out. I love the fact that this one performance has sparked a lot of conversation. I love the fact that people are talking, people are communicating with each other, and it's not just Black people, it's everyone. Everyone's communicating and talking and having a conversation. And this is why this masterpiece that Kendrick left us, Super Bowl night, we'll be talking about it in the next Super Bowl. And whoever performs the next Super Bowl is cooked. They're cooked. I get nobody wants the next Super Bowl. But let me throw out something real quick. What if they ask K-Dot back for a second time in a row? Because who's going to follow up that? I want to know. Maybe Taylor Swift. Maybe Taylor. Yep, Taylor. Taylor may be the only one that could. And I could see her bringing K-Dot back up there to do another Not Like Us, just to get with Drake, because she don't like him either.
I want to know.
Kendrick had the worst halftime performance of all time. When he said 40 acres and a mule, my wife and children started crying. I immediately bought a whip. I said, "Shh, it's okay. 40 acres and a..."
God damn. I know it's a skit, but it still hit hard. It still hit hard. It still hit hard.
Crying. I immediately bought a whip. I said, "Shh, it's okay. 40 acres and a mule was just a lie that we told them. They'll never get their reparations. Not on Daddy's watch. Now be quiet and let me read you your favorite bedtime story, Cracker in the Whip. Like, also, Kendrick, no one even knows.
God. Like I said, I know it's a skit, but we all know what it is.
Who he is. He's an underground rapper.
Fox News, you've been whining and doing segments about Kendrick for years. Remember your reaction to his song, All Right, the I Hate Popo guy? And then he
And that was during the George Floyd situation there.
Sampled your segment for DNA?
Oh, we thought that was Jay-Z. Sorry. They all look inside.
That's funny because you do get that a lot as well. But let's be honest. We get other cultures mixed up too. I mean, I could name a couple, but,
sound the same to us. Look, maybe if Kendrick played All Right, we would have been able to remember who he was.
You guys were really offended by that halftime show. Like, really?
Yes. We're Fox News. This is a safe place for people to share their microaggressions.
It's been a week since Kendrick Lamar's Super Bowl.
That's crazy because Fox News is also the one that call out Serena. They call out LeBron. Like anytime they try to have a conversation with the community. And that's basically what they were trying to do. But the way Kendrick did it, well, we got this
Halftime show. And let me tell you.
And the thing with K-Dot is that I love is I know I'm talking a lot. I'm gonna speak a little bit on this, but I'm gonna definitely leave the link description for this video down below so you could go check it out with me talking. But the thing with Kendrick is not on social media. Kendrick is not out there talking to anyone. He doesn't care. He doesn't care what anybody thinks or says about what he's done because he knows what he's doing. And when people have a movement to do something, they're going to do it. So he's not listening to, well, he listens. Obviously, he's a great poet. In order for these people to put out the music and things they do, they I got plugged down here messing up. That they have to be able to, there you go, see what's going on in the world. So they have to stay tapped in, But Kendrick doesn't take criticism. Well, he could take criticism, but he's not going to be the type to be responding, oh, I didn't mean to do that, or no. He's already on to his next project. And whatever his next project is basically he's getting ready for his tour. He doesn't care what anybody says is art. I put it out, and it's up to you to digest it, and take it in however you want to. And that's what art does. You're going to sit 5 people in the room and show them a piece of art, and you're going to get 5 different interpretations of it. And we're clearly seeing that now with this masterpiece of artwork because everyone and their mama tapped in. And here's the thing. A lot of people are just tapping in to get the views. Some people don't really care. They just find an angle, get in, aim because it's hot. K-Dot's making a lot of money for a lot of people right now. There's a lot of content creators right now ringing it up. K-Dot, anytime you do K-Dot and Drake in there, ringing it up. So don't let them fool you with the Great American Game.
The world is still recovering. It's like Kendrick didn't just perform. He dropped a mic so big it created a cultural black hole, sucking us all into endless debates, memes, and conspiracy theories.
And I'm team Kendrick Lamar now.
Okay.
I think my favorite all-time moment in halftime show history was this past Sunday, Kendrick Lamar. Because now that
white guy, he likes it, and he didn't even hear about Kendrick Lamar until Super Bowl night. So I wonder why is that? Because that's what I asked people. I said, like, what was so bad about it? You know what? I'm gonna let him cook. I'm gonna let him cook.
I understand what Not Like Us is about. When he was strutting across that stage, put the mic up to his mouth, said the words, "Say Drake," and then smiled and looked into the camera, he knew he was about to absolutely fold Drake live on one of the largest viewed programs
Correct.
ever.
Correct.
And the way that he had that smug, shit-eating grin right after he said, "Say Drake," that's the moment.
Every day since, there's been a new headline. Kendrick's set list, a political manifesto, or a love letter to...
And you see a lot of people like this guy, they went and started digging and things started, hey, what is this song about? And now once they find out and what it means, they dig into it. And then they run into K-Dot and they realize what type of artist he is and what they were watching. And he did it with class. It was like that show, that performance, that video they shot at the Super Bowl, because that's how I look at it. Everything came out on camera because it was created for the home viewers, the 133 million. But it's way more people than that watched it, because you can't really account for these Super Bowl parties they had. Some of them had 30 people, some had 300 people, so there were massive crowds everywhere. And he put that show on for those people, the one at home, not the ones in the stadium. And when you look at it, they basically shot a video inside of, and it was immaculate.
To hip-hop. Did Kendrick just redefine performance art? Breaking. Your favorite rappers...
Like that thing right there, that dance he started out with, that's everywhere right now. It's all over, everywhere. All over the world. Well, this is all over the world, but it's everywhere. It's top to bottom, and he started a whole new trend all on this.
Favorite rapper just broke the internet. Again, social media is a war zone. Twitter is flooded with hot takes hotter than a jalapeno in a sauna. TikTok is overrun with breakdowns of every move, every lyric, every facial expression. Like,
oh, yeah.
Did you know his left eyebrow twitch at 7:23 was actually a nod to Tupac's 1996 VMA's performance?
That's those conspiracy theories, right?
But someone on Reddit definitely wrote a 10,000-word essay about it. And let's not forget the Instagram theorists who are convinced Kendrick's stage design was a secret map to Atlantis. But here's the thing. Kendrick gave us a moment so powerful it's still echoing through stadiums, living rooms, and group chats everywhere. It's like he handed us a puzzle and we're all scrambling to figure out if we're solving it or just making it harder. So today I'm diving into the latest, juiciest, and most unhinged reactions to what might just be the most iconic halftime show of all time. Buckle up, because this is the Kendrick...
Let me know down there in the comments what you thought about this halftime show.
Effect, and it's not slowing down anytime soon.
That young man came from a poor family eating government cheese, eating served sandwiches, and became one of the largest rappers in our time. Not only does that man have a Pulitzer Award, do you even know what a Pulitzer Award is? Please Google it.
That's for writing. That's for writing. One of those Not Like Us Grammys he got, that was for writing. He wrote it by himself. There's no ghost in his rooms.
People at Harvard University study his lyrics. Like, how did you guys miss the message? The whole performance was about the fact that we are in America and this is a game, okay? And you only have the control that you have over the game, but we're in a never-ending loop of not even possibly winning the game because we're constantly in this rat race, okay? And they are constantly shifting us from this side to this side, telling us what to do, how to do it, when to do it, dividing us, saying, oh, this party is this and this party is that, when we all need to come together as one and work together for the common good of human people. Stop being so racist, stop being so sexist, stop being phobic, all these things.
And that's not just towards white people. That's to everyone. Everybody, there's a lot of racism in this country on both sides, everywhere, all these different cultures. It's not just one race, it's everyone. Everyone need to come together to work as one. That's what Dr. King always wanted. There's no way we could all be on the same, this rock together and ain't gonna run into each other. So we have to learn how to tolerate each other's bullshit.
Things. That is what the whole message was about. He clearly started off and said the revolution will be televised. As you guys all know, we get all of our news like in the minute news on TikTok. not on TV. That's why he said turn the TV off. That's nothing but propaganda. Okay. If the TikTok ban will teach you anything, is that we have so much censorship in America that we don't even realize that we're living in a bubble. Okay. That whole stage that he was on was a PlayStation controller. Do you understand that? Okay. Like he said, this is not about the music. This is about 40 Acres and a Mule. It's deeper than what you guys think. It's way deeper than just like music and beefs and all this other stuff. It's like he said, right time, wrong guy. Like, we are in the battle for our lives right now. And do you not know him lighting up the stage the way he did on those pieces on the controller was the GTA unlock code for full ammo and full health? Do you understand that? Do you understand that? Like, that performance was top 10 out of 10. Okay. And I loved every minute of it. And it was such a deep and great message. I love that Uncle Sam was Uncle Sam.
After what she said right there, that came after Uncle Sam said, after he performed Man at the Garden, and Uncle Sam says, the duck won life. So he died. He was at the garden, Man at the Garden. That's what he was doing, the acapella with the guys in the back dressed in white. So he died. So in order to get the peekaboo, he had to put in the cheat code to get a free pack. And it's a health pack in the game. And that's what that code was, to get the health pack. And then when he got the health pack, then he did Not Like Us and the other stuff like that. So that's kind of there's so many layers to this, so many layers.
Because Uncle Sam be running us ragged, and baby, let me tell you, he is so right. You cannot buy influence.
Hey, the new Who'd You Vote For is what you think of the halftime show. They're gonna tell me everything I need to know about you.
Oh, no.
Kendrick's halftime show didn't just resonate with America, it sent shockwaves across the globe. From the cafes of Paris to the markets of Lagos to the karaoke bars of Tokyo, the world stopped, watched, and collectively said, hold up, did he just do?
You know, this right here proves that this was always a #1 song that wasn't botted. Because the numbers show that the people that tuned in to listen to the song when it came out tuned in to watch him perform it at the Super Bowl. So it proved it kind of, Drake, dude, you're cooked, G. You're cooked. This is all over the world, bro. And everybody tuned in just to see if he's gonna say the words and if he gonna stretch the minor. Pause.
Do that? This wasn't just a performance, it was a global event.
This is wild. Somebody from Germany reposted my content about the Kendrick performance. And at first I was like, oh, snap, somebody from Germany saw my post. And I was like, hold on, what did they write there? So I went to Google Translate, and this is what I saw, and I think it'll be interesting. This is what this shared post said on my post. The education system in the USA is so bad that they do not understand symbolic art performance.
Now, is that a jab or is that somebody got praised? I think because the education system is so bad that they do not understand symbolic art performance, which means it's a good performance. It's just a lot of people didn't like it. I thought that's what that meant. But I'm not sure why he's so upset. Maybe I'm getting that wrong, but I look at it as they're not clarifying who they're speaking to, but I totally get that because half of America didn't get it when they first saw it. Half of America, they didn't like it. The only people that really understood what was going on was the people deeply connected to this country, the people that's connected in hip hop, in the culture, and you saw right away that something was going on. But maybe, and just like Cat Williams said, if you feel a certain way, there's a reason why you feel a certain way. So let's go.
This is how people in other countries are looking at how we're reacting. Not me, because I love Kendrick's performance. How people are reacting to Kendrick's performance in the halftime Super Bowl. Kind of makes you think, right? Tell me how you feel about this in the comments, because when I saw.
Okay, I get a little better. So yeah, he does understand, but the comment is a right comment. It's not a bad comment. Like this, what they just said is perfect. It's right, but you can't really blame the education system. It's the government. It might have been worded wrong, but I could clearly tell what they meant. The government is what have the brainwashing going on, because there's been a lot of brainwashing going on, Mandela effect stuff, whatever they call it. And that's what they, because a lot of people didn't know about the 40 acres and a mule. A lot of people didn't know about that, but here we are.
So they shared my post to a German page. I'm like, wow, and this is what they're thinking about us Americans.
People everywhere were thrilled to see Black culture take center stage on one of the world's biggest platforms, not just to entertain.
Any one of y'all made a meme yet? Did y'all do a K-Dot video of y'all doing that? Dun, 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 dun. Say. I didn't, but let me know down in the comments if you made any.
But to deliver a powerful, organized protest against systemic oppression. And let's talk about the choreography.
And the other thing too, when I see people make a reel or a TikTok or whatever they make with the entire footage, that is a re-protest. Like every time they make it, that's the point getting across another time on that platform. And now the conversation is really starting to dig in. You could really see it digging in, because people are finally reading up to what it is, and that's what hip hop's always about. Hip hop music was about shit. That's how the information went through the community. You put in a song, you can kind of tell what's going on the block. You can tell everything. Who did what? Oh, Pookie did it. Yep. 4 a.m. If you know, right?
Choreography for a second. Those moves weren't just for show. They were so sharp, they could have cut through systemic inequality like a hot knife through butter. No wonder the next Super Bowl dance is still...
Listen, I have not seen a bad one of these dances. I've seen old people, young people, all different nationalities. I've seen everything, and they've all been great. Kids with parents, and it's awesome. It's awesome.
Still trending on every social media platform, from TikTok to Twitter to whatever new app
Really,
Gen
like
Z
this.
has
I like
invented
this.
this week.
That's a total different culture, and they're vibing to this. A whole different culture.
The message wasn't just delivered, it was felt. It was a reminder that art can be more than just entertainment. It can be a mirror, a megaphone, and a movement all at once.
Look.
Kendrick didn't just perform,
I like that one. He put a little twist on it. Listen, Drizzy, you're a cook, my G. You're a cook. I don't know how he's going to reinsert himself, pause, which we shouldn't mention with Drizzy, but into this American culture when he gets back from the Aussie trip. You are done, homie. Like, wow, he's actually getting some of this in Australia, but it ain't going to be as bad till he comes back. Listen, you need to make sure you keep the right people around you, Drizzy. I need to leave him alone. And make sure y'all leave his father alone, man. I've seen some of y'all kids doing some disgusting, taunting him and stuff like that. Ain't cool, man. He ain't involved in this.
Sparked a global conversation. And honestly, if that's not the definition
the Africans are up.
Of iconic, I don't know what is. Well, maybe Beyonce, but that's a debate for another day.
I've heard a lot of commentary about Kendrick's performance, and I've enjoyed every bit of it. I've enjoyed the breakdowns. I've enjoyed how people have analyzed it. I'm loving it. I love anything that is real hip hop, because Gen X is starving of real hip hop in these times. Not starving of it, but real hip hop in commercial spaces is out there, but we have to go looking for it, because somewhere along the way, hip hop was traded off for these mumble rappers
and Drake got a lot to do with that. That's why they call him the great colonizer, because I believe he colonized the music. And you hear a lot of artists trying to sound like him, and they're trying to put the auto tunes on it, but no one is different. So somebody like Kendrick, who comes out and he's real as natural as possible, and he comes back out because he was kind of like semi-retired, if you want to say, just relaxing, like just in the pasture out brazen, and he saw what was going on. Like, hip hop was dying, like it was dead. There wasn't like a number one song in hip hop. And this is with Drake dropping all these hits supposedly, and there still wasn't a rap artist or a hip hop artist to go number one, I think, the entire 2023. I think maybe 2022. It was like a drought. They can't get K-Dot off the number one spot now. He's been on number one since like that.
You know, cups full of lean. And once the streaming farms kicked in, forget about
Cups full of lean. That's straight Lil Wayne. And then Stream Farm, that's all Drake. Drake and the newer artists who jumped on those bots things. You know, they know how to rob corporate.
about it. But what I find the most hilarious
What's that?
are the white people complaining about Kendrick's performance. They have the nerve, the unmitigated gall to say that they're upset because there weren't any white people in the performance.
Disclaimer, not all white people are upset. We know that. She's only talking about a few.
Quick reminder, y'all got rid of DEI. And I don't know why white people forget that things go both ways. And we all know that DEI and woke are just your substitute words for the N-word, just like y'all used to use urban. And since we know DEI works both ways, you wasn't invited. We don't have to invite you anymore. There's a big chunk of us, like a huge amount of us, who are working hard to decenter you anyway, and making DEI radioactive makes it easier for us. Y'all weren't invited, nor were you needed, at least on the front end, on the end in front of the camera. I understand there was a few of you in the back. So you were used for your labor and your resources and your skills.
Damn, she's digging.
But at least they were paid for it, right? It's y'all's turn to be in the shadows and in the background now with the help. Enjoy your stay. You're going to be there for a long time.
So,
all right. Hey, everybody's open to their words, you know what I'm saying? I don't really get with the political stuff. You know, I think we all need to be working together to come together for one cause. I'm just here to put it out here for y'all, and you guys can make that judgment. But she was cooking. She was cooking. I'm not too informed the whole DEI thing. I know it's been talked about a lot in the last couple of years, and I'm still confused about it, but we're going to move on.
what does it all mean? Kendrick's halftime show goes beyond being just a
Hey, look at
performance.
grandma.
It was a cultural reset, a global conversation starter, and a masterclass in how to use art as a tool for change. But here's the thing. The beauty of a moment like this is that it's open to interpretation. Was it a call to action, a celebration of Black excellence, a critique of the systems that shape our world, or all of the above? What did you take away from it?
Yo, I think those jeans, them junks sold out like crazy. I think they were like $1,500 for those jeans or something like that. The ones, not the ones she got on, but the ones he wore at the performance. That particular jeans, a lot of people went and bought it the next day. The little bell bottoms, and yeah.
Did the symbolism hit home? Did the choreography leave you speechless? Or are you still trying to figure out how Uncle Sam fits into the bigger picture?
Look at that. I didn't see that one. He's actually mimicking Uncle Sam. That's pretty cool. Like, wow. This is gonna be the legendary.
Let us know in the comments, because this isn't just a story we're telling. It's a conversation we're having.
Oh, snap.
And hey, if you enjoyed this deep dive into one of the most iconic moments in recent memory, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to Trend Feed. We're here.
Oh, I like that. I like those. I like doing some of these because they, like I said, they spark conversation. He's now trending around the world. And when you put out a good message, because I travel, and I tell people all the time, I said, you know why I know things are going to be okay with people? Because when I go and I meet people, there's so many good people around the world, and there's way more good people than evil. And that's always going to win. Good over evil. And I'm going to just leave it there because I don't want to, this is already a long video, but wow, the conversation is being talked about, you know, and let's hope that the conversation keeps going and we keep things vibing and everything. But Right here is going to be another video. Leave your comments. Let me know, like and subscribe. And I'm going to see y'all in the next one. Peapod Cove. Later.